need to speak out on it because nobody else seems to be picking up on this part. And I think it is long term the most serious, and that is what it will do to Social Security over the long term.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we got to fix it up. I think we got to fix the deal if we possibly can. Most people are talking about, does this tilt things too much toward the rich? And yes, I think it does. Will this actually be the most efficient way to make jobs? And I'd say, well, it will stimulate the economy. Probably not the most efficient way to do it, but not too bad. And with regard to Social Security, most people say, oh, you really shouldn't be taking money out of Social Security, to which the administration says, don't worry, we're going to put it back from the general fund. And AARP and others have said, we're not worried about the long-term effect on Social Security's finances. I'm worried about the long-term effect on Social Security's politics, and I think it could be devastating. And that's what nobody seems to be talking about. Now, with this deal, Social Security is put into a package with the Bush tax cuts, with the AMT, with business accelerated expensing, and so forth. And the result is, thank you. Social Security is, in a sense, becomes just another government program. And if Social Security is a program where, 1 year you borrow from it to stimulate the economy, and another year you use it to balance the budget, and you replace it from the general fund, or maybe you don't. The political support for this will evaporate quickly, and there are determined enemies out there, and we won't have Social Security, and that's the real problem here. Is what it does. It changes the very nature of Social Security.
Is the fact that Republicans have already made a little bit of noise about calling the expiration of the payroll tax holiday next year a tax increase tie into that?
Not really. That's what everybody else is talking about, is whether or not we'll be able to replenish that 2% wage tax, the revenue that's lost from it. That will become permanent because it will be seen as a tax cut if it's ever restored. A tax increase. If it's ever restored. And I think they're right, and that's not good. But what is worse is if people begin to believe that Social Security is just another trading chip. You can use it this year for this purpose and that year for another purpose, and you can put it in a deal along with whether to use Social Security to accomplish other government aims and put it in the debate, just like whether the income cutoff should be $250,000 or $1 million, means that Social Security is just like those other things. And the determined enemies of Social Security will be on it in a flash, and it'll be gone.